All right. Out for a little walk after work. And it's day 4 of the fun in the Middle East, right? It's still missile strikes and drone attacks and counterattacks and intercepts and all that kind of stuff. And just got caught up a little bit on the news. Listened to a few YouTube videos on the way out on this. Don't mind the crunch, it's still snow. Like I said, got some news on the way out on my little hike and on my way back in. I'll talk to you guys, or well, let's face it, I'll talk to myself. So where is I going? Iran is fighting back, and this is definitely more than, the tit for tat shot across the bow that we saw before. We all knew Iran would be firing back, and what's kind of surprised me, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but they're firing at all their neighbors, not just Israel. All the Persian Gulf countries, and you would expect it to be firing at, bases that are housing U.S. troops. But beyond that, they're attacking their neighbors' infrastructure. Saudi Arabia, Qatar, Kuwait, all of them. Trying to get them where it hurts by hitting their oil industry, the pipelines, the refineries, and stuff like that. So that's a bold move, Cotton. Let's see how that pans out. I think they're pretty much, in spite, declaring war on everybody without declaring war on everybody. Kind of the adage of, if I'm going down, I'm taking everybody with me, it seems like. So that's going to be interesting. Over in Pakistan, they're starting to dust up with Afghanistan. But in Pakistan, which are pretty loyal to Iran, their citizens have been attacking the U.S. embassy. So the Marines there have their hands full. And I can't remember the name of the country. Was it Bahrain? Pretty evenly divided between Sunni and Shiite. And of course, I believe it's the Shiite that are aligned with the Ayatollah. So they're almost like a civil war type thing going on there. Kind of like what we had with the Sunnis and the Shiite in Iraq. When that Saddam Hussein was taken out, we had the power vacuum, and it turned into a civil war between the Sunni and the Shiites, who apparently don't get along very well. So it is unraveling quick, and it'll be interesting. I watched some videos from what's going on in shipping. Again, highly recommend checking out Sal's channel. He does a very good job. Presents the facts, stays as balanced as he can, and calls it like it is. There's a lot of tankers that are avoiding the Straits of Hormuz right now. There's a bunch that are loaded with oil in the Persian Gulf ready to go out to the market, but they really don't want to move a big old slow moving ship full of petroleum products past Iran right now. Imagine that. And in one of his videos recently, he's been putting out a video almost every day now, but he pointed out that, generally speaking, in the Middle East and the Persian Gulf area, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, all the others, they don't have a large capacity for storing oil. They pump it out, they'll do some refining if need be, and on the tankers it goes, which makes sense, you know, just in time delivery, blah, blah, blah. So what, 10% of the world's supply comes out of that, 20% or something comes out of that Persian Gulf area. So I think earlier I said I expect gas prices to go up by pennies, not dollars, over this week. So far that's true, but long term it could be something. So that is what it is. Don't panic. I've seen reports of people panicking and lining up at the gas stations to get every drop they can. You know, you'll probably see some moron trying to pour gas into a trash can again or something. Keep your head about it. Those things are bubbles. Yes, gas prices may spike. There may be shortages for a while, but there will be spikes, and there will be for a while. You should have a few gallons of gas that you're rotating through get you through a week or two commuting anyways, or, you know, within reason. Just be mindful and don't panic. Don't be one of those dumbasses that are sitting in line at a gas station making yourself worry more than you need to. It too shall pass. So it's getting interesting. Good thing though is I still have yet seen any reports of U.S. troop movements. You know, we don't have 100,000 or 200,000 troops lined up in Germany or something ready to go into the Gulf. Obviously, I'm sure there's some sketchy dudes that do sketchy things already in there, and they have been for months, but at least there's no talk of boots on the ground. So I can sit back, eat the popcorn, watch the light show as they do airstrike, you know, an air war for a few more weeks or a month or whatever. But it'll be interesting to see what's coming next. Who's going to be the next Ayatollah? That could be a thing to see. Will it be somebody who wants to be a little more moderate? Or will the Iranian people put up with it? Will the Iranian people rise above, like many people speculated? I think we got a few more weeks before we figure any of that out. So take in the news, don't be obsessed by it, and avoid the screaming idiots online, both the far right and the far left. Later. Stay safe out there.